So last year, the Redmi 12 was one of the best budget phones to buy. It even made my best phone of the year video, which totally flopped. But anyways, I was a big fan of the Redmi 12, and a couple of weeks ago, Redmi brought out the Redmi 13. And usually, you expect something new, right? Something better. No, that's not what's happening here. I don't want to spill too much, so let's just begin. Also, if you want to buy this phone, links to the best prices in the comments and the description. Design is one of the categories I didn't see much improvement. So last year, the iPhone look was a big hit. Like, literally almost every phone that came out had that same design. It almost seemed never ending until some brands started changing it up a little bit and it stopped. Unfortunately, the Redmi 12 had that same design. And if you look closely, the Redmi 12 kind of looks like the Redmi 13. But this time, we get 2 cameras and a flash instead of 3 cameras and a flash. We get this new color, which I really like. It's one of the 4 colors that the phone comes with. I don't know, this phone just reminds me of the Infinix Hot 30i, especially the blue color. I don't know if it's only me, so let me know down in the comments. It's also made of glass and it's also glossy, so no change there. Also, the Redmi 12 had one simple minimalistic look, and I think it's rubbing off on the Redmi 13. For external features, we get a fingerprint sensor on the side, we also get a hybrid SIM card tray, we get a headphone jack, an IR blaster, and on the bottom we have one speaker that sounds decent. Same goes for the display. For specs, we get a 6.79-inch LCD display, 1080p resolution and 90Hz. And if you'll notice, all of these specs kind of sounds like the 12. But now, we get a bigger screen, which is basically the biggest difference I saw between the two. But basically, it means that watching content on this device would be really good. But while the Redmi 13 is good for watching content, I still didn't notice a difference between the Redmi 12 and the Redmi 13. The phone also comes with 90Hz, which you already know. But out of the box, it's set to default refresh, which you can change by yourself if you want to. But sometimes the phone actually does lag. The 90Hz refresh rate, don't get me wrong, is good. But this phone definitely does lag. And again, I didn't see much difference between the Redmi 12 and the Redmi 13 when it comes to things like display. Performance though, it's good, but it's also not good. Let me explain. This phone comes with the MediaTek Helio G91 Ultra, which is actually the first time I'm actually seeing this chip in a phone, so it's kind of interesting. Okay, so the MediaTek Helio G91 Ultra is a good chip. Benchmark scores compared to last year's version, you can definitely see the difference between the two. When comparing to something like the itel RS4 or the Tecno Povo 4 Neo, which are basically in its price range, you see the phone starts to, struggle. And if you watch Easy's video, you see that there are some major lags when he was performing basic stuff. And in Yugos's video, he said that he did some sort of software update and it improved it a little bit. So maybe you can try it for yourself to see. But also remember, links in the description to buy the phone. He also said that maybe it's some bug issues because we all know Redmi phones to have many bugs. And the phone is also running on Xiaomi's new Hyper OS on top of Android 14, which is really good. For cameras, we get a 108 megapixel camera and a 2 megapixel macro lens. We also get a 30 megapixel selfie cam, and shots on this phone are really good. I can definitely say that these cameras are really good and clear. And yeah, note that if you want to get best out of these cameras, you can definitely switch it to 108 megapixel mode, which makes photo quality even better. You don't really get stabilization, which is another bummer. For battery, we get a 5030 mAh battery, which basically means on light use you get more battery life and on heavy use you get less battery life. The Redmi 13 also comes with a 33-watt charger in the box, so if your phone actually dies, it will charge to 100 as fast as it can. And here are the prices of this device with different storage configurations. Also, links to the best prices in the comments and the description. Now, for what I actually think about this device, the Redmi 13 is a good phone because of its bigger display, its better cameras, and its slightly better performance. But yeah, that just sums up all the new things we get. But if I were to compare it to something like the Redmi 12, to pick between the two, I would say if you really want that bigger display or that 108 megapixel camera, you can go with this device. But switching from your Redmi 12 to this device, I don't think that's a good choice. Comparing it to its competition like the RS4 or the Povo Neo 6, I would say definitely go with the competition because this is just a cheaper version. But yeah, the Redmi 13 is a good device. I really like it. But yeah, that's my take on the Redmi 13. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.